Hey, I want to go through the priorities and the work block strategies of the to-done list handbook because they're kind of the backbone of being able to really turn your to-do list into that to-done list, right? So first off, priorities. Prioritizing your to-do list is probably one of the most important things. So because if you're working on items that are less important or not critical to getting done today, you'll end up feeling like you haven't gotten enough done because those really critical items are hanging out there, and those are usually the ones that make you feel the most pressure. So, first and foremost, focus on the high priority items. Pick just 2 or 3 items that are really critical to getting accomplished today. So, just 2 or 3 items. I don't know about you, but I used to think that was not nearly enough. So, I used to make really long to do lists, and they were like weeks worth of items to do, right? It was like everything I can think of to work on. And it really just ended up, instead of being helpful, it was almost overwhelming, or the list would last for so long that it just became irrelevant or I lost it. And, and so that really big to-do list didn't help me move forward. Plus, I ended up bouncing around on it, right? I didn't know what was really important to get done immediately and what could wait. And I would end up doing a little bit on lots of tasks instead of focusing on one and completing it completely. So having a whole big list didn't necessarily help me do anything better or get anything done faster. So I still sometimes make that big list, but instead of focusing on it, I take a little post-it note off to the side and write down just the 2 or 3 things that are super critical for today. Or even do this maybe at the end of my workday as this is what I'm going to focus on tomorrow, so that when I come into work the next day, I know exactly what I'm working on. There's no question. So the priorities then feed really well into the work blocks. So the idea of work blocks is to set aside a focused amount of time to get a certain task done. I hadn't really tried this before. I read it a few months ago, and it has drastically improved my effectiveness, especially in my workday. So what I do is I've realized 45 minutes is about as long as I can handle for a lot of my sit down kind of more boring work tasks, right? The reports, the researching, the stuff that doesn't get you all excited. So I set my timer for 45 minutes, and before I hit go, I set kind of like an intention almost for that time. Like, this is what I'm going to accomplish in these 45 minutes. And then I hit go and I set my phone aside, and I don't answer text messages during that time. I try to avoid looking at emails or instant messages on my work system. And I really just focus on that singular task that I'm doing for those 45 minutes. And that deadline, only having that amount of time to accomplish something, means that I eliminate my distractions and I end up getting it done a lot faster. So when I get stalled in something, I tend to, I'll just, check an email real quick, or I'm not sure exactly what to do next, so I'm going to run over and grab a snack or go grab a drink or something like that. And I disrupt myself in this task because I'm kind of stalling and stuck and not sure what to do next. So instead of pushing through it, I distract myself. So when I set these work blocks, I stop myself from doing that, because when I want to start distracting, I say, no, this is what I'm doing, and this is what I'm going to accomplish. And I'm able to eliminate that. So I guess I challenge you to try to do the same. Set that work block for whatever it is, whether it's work, whether it's laundry, dishes, dinner, whatever it might be that you struggle to get done. Set yourself a deadline and a certain work block. They work also really well for the week. So like I don't know anybody who likes doing laundry, right? So if I set aside a specific time, like Sunday afternoon is when I'm going to work on laundry, then throughout the week I don't have to worry about it, or it's not constantly on my, oh man, I have to do laundry, I have to do laundry. It's not constantly distracting me from what I'm accomplishing that day, because I know Sunday I put aside laundry, and maybe you need 2 days to do that, or 3 days, whatever it might be. Find what works for you and set aside a block for that week that's going to help you accomplish that. So priorities and work blocks. Hope that helps get your to-done list.